What was that, Ash?
What?
Hey, you want to repeat that for us?
Why? I said Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Oh. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. I love it. Welcome, everybody.
You left out the part where you did it to the melody of the Game of Thrones intro.
Oh, yeah.
The best part.
You weren't just like Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. You were Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Anyway.
Welcome, guys. We're back. It's Monday. We missed you because we didn't play last week because it was the good old day of labor.
Yay.
But we're back. Trying to make my head not cut off
returned.
the camera. I'll just sink down in my chair. It's good. All right. Hello, it's us. We're back. My name's Jen. I'm your dungeon master for today because it's Monday, and that's my day to wreak havoc. Havoc in chat. He's been wreaked. I'll go home. Thank you for the pity laugh, Mika.
Boo!
I got you, bro.
Anyway, I'll just leave. Everyone else introduce themselves.
Boo!
Oh.
You have to pick who goes next, Jen.
Yeah, Jen.
Ash, you're me, and you get to go first.
Fuck. Hi, I'm Ash, and I play Ravlana, but you can call her Rav, and she's a moist water genasi.
Classic.
Monk. Way of the Drunken Master. Monk. Okay. That's all I got. I'm gonna popcorn it up to Galvin.
Oh, it's me.
Son of Rohan, Hand of Lathander.
Hand of Lathander, yeah.
Anna Lathander.
Y'all have been trying since episode 1 to get that well timed, and you guys have utterly failed. But this is my name is Sumner. I play Galvin, son of Rohan, and Hand to Lathander. See, I give you a 70, which technically passes. He's an Aarakocran Tempest cleric, and he's on his way to recover the doppelganger in Oblivion Isles, so we can sacrifice him for the sake of humanity.
We've done that.
We've already been done doing that, yeah.
Been there, done that, Sumner.
we
Like,
haven't.
changes.
We've done half of that. Anyway,
No,
thank you
done.
for listening to me ramble.
Quest accomplished. Nothing else needs to be done, Sumner. Anyway.
I'm gonna popcorn it over to Chains.
Hey,
All right.
I am Zach, and I play Buried in Chains.
Buttered in chains.
Bothered in Chains. Yes, obviously
Buttered
that is
in
what
chains.
I said.
Okay.
And I'm your fancy dancy little swashbuckler rogue who's eventually gonna multi-class into alchemist once I get my intelligence up high enough, you know?
Classic.
You know, that old chestnut.
Once you go
Yeah,
back
that
to
one.
college, you freaking
To backseat college, damn it.
What's a cat college? What's that about?
All
What
right,
is
we'll
a
throw
cat
it down to
college?
Dylan.
I'm Dylan, and I'm going to be playing Kuro's Tidehunter, the CL for the group. And with that, I'll just straight up popcorn it over to Mika.
What's your
That's so
class?
fast.
I don't like to, don't put labels on me.
Put me in a box, Mom.
Yeah, you're trying to restrict me. Like, I'm this class. It's like, no, I'm me. I'm not defined by my class. Look, it may say Paladin 4, Bard 2 on my character sheet, but that doesn't
my
mean
God.
shit because I don't play like a Paladin except for the smiting.
I knew
don't
I could
play
get
like
to
a
the top
paladin.
longer.
87 damage. I don't remember how much you did.
It was like 80 something.
It was a
Look, I'm sorry. When you roll in that 20 and you have Paladin at least level 2, God wills it that you have to smite. I don't make the rules here.
That's true, though.
All right, well, I play, my name is Mika. I guess I do have a human people name. That's Mika. And I play Callista, who's a Spoopy Circle Spores Druid. That's all.
And I love
Yay.
her. She's a big girl.
And I'm a big girl sometimes.
Big Goral.
She's Rav's best
Jesus.
friend now.
All right.
We'll talk about what she did later.
We
No,
have
we'll
any
talk about
announcements
what she did
today?
now because now's time for summary, right?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
now it's time for announcements first.
Oh, yeah.
If we
What you hyped
while
up?
I
What you ready?
unpack my dice. Do we have it? Oh God, my dice are everywhere.
Oh, she spilled her beans.
Ah, the beans.
Oh, no,
All right.
it's dirty.
Well,
You're not even watching Cars 2.
if we don't have any announcements, let's roll for a recap.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm gonna be real.
Recap.
My brain don't work right now for reasons. So If I roll low, y'all are gonna help me.
I got a nat 20 though, so
Cool. I got a 19.
I got a 17.
I accidentally rolled more dice than one on D&D Beyond, so let's try that
I got
again.
146.
I got a 5.
Well, I was hopeful, but to no avail. I got a 4.
Yes! So
Get
scared.
that recap going.
So, last time,
Dragon Ball Z.
on Dragon Ball. Look, I've been marathoning Dragon Ball Z, so that's literally where my mind went. Last time we came out of hell in Eulatorf in the orphan's room. We had a dead rattle, so the orphan was like, "Did you do it? Did you tell him? Like, did you get Merkel to say he's not going to kill me?" And we were just like, "Yeah, kid, whatever, bye." And like, emotionally like traumatized, walked out of that orphanage, went straight to the cathedral where Galvin interrupted mass and was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you, priest. I know you're in the middle of doing blessings or whatever, and there's a whole church watching me, but let's talk when this is done." Which I thought was humorous, but no one else mentioned, so I wanted to bring it up here. We then met him in a side room where we laid Rattle down and kind of told him that we had the doppelganger. He agreed to do funeral rites for him. We said our goodbyes. Galvin asked Kuros to do his funeral rites for Rattle as well. Then we all split up. First, Kuros went to the queen to deliver her child to her. The whole purpose of this mission was to retrieve this doppelganger, and he's like, "Well, let's get this done. There's no sense in delaying it." So he brought it right there. Then we went to Rav and Callista, who went shopping and found the creepiest armor merchant I've ever met.
Yeah, but I got a really good bow out.
Said he got his leather from people, implying like skinning people. He said they asked about cat skin, and they're like, "Did you get this from Tabaxi?" He's like, "Oh no, Tabaxi, you're far too fast. I mean, alley cats are far more readily available." He also mentioned having Minotaur skin armor, and then something else he actually brought out and showed.
It's some kind of like
It was like
dragon scales or
alligator.
something.
It was
Yeah.
alligator.
It was a scaly like implied lizard folk, but never said.
Don't ask.
Then it went to Chains, who first went to get his to get a new rapier, and he got that knocked out of the park, and then saw Callista and Rav coming out of this place, and was like, "Hey guys, what you doing?" And they were like, "Oh, don't go in there. That guy skins Tabaxis." And he's like, "Oh, I'm having words with this man." He walks in there and ends up being like best friends with him, like he had
we have
like,
a lot more in common than we thought.
like a bow made out of spines and bomb arrows and stuff. Like, this guy was weird. I have a feeling if we ever try to find it again, that shop's just gonna it's gonna be a vacant space where a building was.
Yeah.
Anyway, Galvin went and retrieved the bracelet from is her name Demise?
Her name is not Demise.
Okay. It was the same red-skinned, white-haired Tabaxi portrait from when Jen and I were sister Tabaxi, tiefling sisters in the one shot. But it's that same person that Rattle gave the spoon bracelet to and had the smoothest, like, not even needing a check or anything. He just role-played it like so smooth that Jim was like, "Yeah, that works." Giving this lady a bracelet and then just dipped out. Galvin was like, "He's dead. I'd like to have that." And he's like, "Yeah, my husband, I tease him, but he is a little jealous. Here, you can have it." And then she was like, "Hey, by the way, we used to be part of the Merkel cult. Come back here after dark. We'll hang out and talk about Merkel and stuff." And Galvin was like, "That's weird, but okay."
Is it though?
And that's kind of where we left.
I was more so, how are you just now mentioning this?
So,
Yeah,
they said they were ex-members and they would like.
I think it was the guy who said all that though.
They both were. She didn't. It was the guy who was talking, but he said they both were ex-members.
Alvin was like, "Weird flex, but okay."
We also talked about potentially getting to Nyx sooner because we did go back in time, it seems like. Nyx has not been destroyed. It seems like it's been, what'd you say, like a day since we left? Is that what it seemed like to people?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "You just left yesterday."
But it wasn't like, it wasn't the month or so we were actually gone.
Mm-hmm.
we talked about. We asked the queen if we had a faster way to get to Nyx, and she said no. We do things naturally here because that's the Lathander way. And Galvin asked about that to his priest, and he said that perhaps the Temple of Merkel in the south side of Ulitorf, or somebody that's Merkel connected might be able to get us some sort of teleportation or quicker transport than the month it took us by boat to get there. So we can potentially get there and prevent Nyx from blowing up.
Sips banana milk.
So just a few things, though. Like, let's think about the repercussions of going back in time.
Are we going to meet ourselves?
No, not at least today. But also, let's think about what can be rewritten and also what is no longer written.
Chains never met his dad. Well, Chains met his dad. His dad didn't meet Chains. His sister didn't meet Chains. We didn't get the boat. We didn't meet Beb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Beb.
Rattle is dead.
Yeah.
There are potentially versions of us walking around doing the first round of the events that we went through. We're unsure. Because we've only been alive in this timeline for 6 hours, basically. There was no... God, I guess we don't know if I would assume that Cornelia still has the ability to spy on us magically from the scimitar that exploded.
Probably, because she's basically the reason we're sent here.
You
don't have that scimitar anymore, do you?
And I'm pretty sure that would not be affected by a time backwards skip, considering she initiated it. We don't know. We don't have many questions or many answers because we haven't been conscious for more than a few hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Lots to think about and lots of side things to possibly do. Not quite sure what the main quest is. Maybe we have to adventure through them all. That was great. If you guys want to help these guys, check out the guild down below and then also our channel points. And Sumner still has haste from his birthday.
That's correct.
What?
Yeah, I've been dying to use it. It just the opportunity hasn't arisen yet.
Just giving you a reminder because we got a reminder in chat today. So
thank you very much. I will definitely use it the first time I have the ability to.
Okay.
Bird, you don't need it. You're fast.
I cast haste.
Okay, so we're already on the map here. We've got Ulitorf in the center of Oblivion Isles, which is the main city of the continent. So, we're back. We came all the way from Nyx, which was on fire. Move you guys over to Ulitorf here. Whoa. And you guys were meeting back up after Callista had doo-dooed on the outside of a shop. Kuros did the main quest on his own, and a couple people, and you guys were walking together. Kuros and Galvin met up at the front, and then you guys turned and saw Chains, Rav, and Callista walking the other direction. Callista as a bear, correct?
I'm riding a furry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys meet up. You are in the front, where you guys had agreed to meet back up to set up a funeral.
Yes.
Hey, I would like to climb off of Callista's back.
I will change back from a bear because that does not seem appropriate for a funeral.
What time is it?
The sun's going down.
You look up into the sky and you kind of see the sun is half over the city wall. So it's a bit brownish in the sky. Sun's getting pretty red. Probably going to be hot tomorrow.
Hello.
A red sun. Blood has been spilt this night. It's like the beginning night.
The emerald moon is on its way.
Oh, no.
All right. So you guys are standing in front of the Church of Lathander.
Okay.
What did all y'all go do? And I look at Calvin.
Retrieving something of importance. Where were you?
Well, we found this shop, and I think this man is making armor out of sentient creatures. Anyway, I got this really cool bow, and I just hold up my bone bow, and I'm like, yeah, look at this bow. And I like shake it.
We're not 100% sure that's not made of people.
Yeah.
Well,
We are 100% sure.
Oh, no, it's made out of minotaurs.
Yeah, it's Minotaur bones.
Oh,
I
great.
nature checked it for you.
Yeah, love that.
But some good news.
Yes.
Kuros had returned the doppelganger to the family, the royal family.
What happened with that?
Well, I'm about to go take a look, actually, to confirm with my own eyes and meet the queen myself.
Do we want to all? We could all join you on that.
If you wish. Kuros, what are your thoughts?
Kuros is inside.
I thought you were
Kuros,
with us.
You
Okay.
met we met at the door and you asked like where I'd been and I told you and I walked inside and you're like, well, at least something good happened.
Okay, so
That's right.
I poke my
Okay.
head in and I go, "Hey, no, I'm kidding." I just yell inside the church.
I'll poke my head in as well and say, Kuros, we're heading back to the capital in case you wish to return, but I just opened it up to you.
Are we? So Kuros just went back to the room that we were in with Rattle's body, like thinking that's where we were meeting up, and just kind of done-ish.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if poking your head inside the church itself would lead to that door. DM.
So Gavin looks inside, kind of says, "Kurt." You notice that he's not around. The church is relatively empty. You hear the footsteps upstairs from your elders, the familiar footsteps, and then you look inside and notice that Kuros isn't available to be seen immediately.
I peek my head in and no one answers my call. I'm definitely home. I go inside and I want to find the servant that helped take care of Rattle's body.
Okay. Does everyone else go
yeah.
inside the church?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Cool. So everyone just walks into the church. You hear like hymns of prayer that kind of just illuminate the sky, almost a literal sense, because the power of Lathander is blessed on this church. So therefore, like bells strike at a certain hour, but it's magical. So as you walk in, the bells strike and hymns fill the room, and you guys follow Galvin effortlessly to the second story of the church, which is an immediate left from the door, up some wooden steps, and you come to a room that's approximately 80 feet by 80 feet, and it has a long 40-foot dining table made of just dark wood. The entire room is filled with live plants and a couple animals in cages, but more of like birds in cages sing-songy and not a negative aspect.
Yeah.
And you see a couple elders sitting at the end of the table, 50 feet away from you. And they're looking down, taking notes and having meetings.
I want to kind of cautiously approach them and ask them, have the arrangements been made, or does more time need to be allotted?
One of the elders looks up and he looks like a very large owl. He wears glasses made of dark metal. And he looks up and he says, well, it will be soon. And we will probably need the next day.
Oh.
It'll be soon.
He just spins his head around and is like, whom the fuck are you?
The body has been reposed. We could perform an autopsy if that was requested. Unless...
Not.
And he kind of cuts you off and he says, you know the cause of death. Woo. It's canon.
Unless there was some type of magical intervention, I can't imagine why we would need that. What do you say? Any observations from you or your colleagues?
He appears unbroken. So it would behoove behoove me
Oh my god.
to
Rab just walks out.
The second who pun and Rav's like, I'm done, I'm out. When he's done talking.
it would behoove us to find some clues. Okay. I'm done.
That was good.
Right. Yes.
Like she couldn't possibly have any more.
Basically, Owl from Winnie the Pooh is what we should be thinking of. Just very tall.
I'm about to be
Okay.
the owl from like Ocarina of Time.
No, that's scary.
The one who asked
Scary.
you if you're done listening, and then the next time we'll say, "Do you want me to repeat that?" So you have to pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah,
even
or
at
else
the
he just
end, so he
goes
doesn't
into
repeat
loop.
it all a third time.
Yeah.
So he says we should gather some clues from the arrested body.
Then I
I look at Galvin expectantly.
What are your hesitations, son?
it's just a desecration of the body but the mission comes first. Yes, please do.
I do feel that extra answers in this situation would provide justice to not only your friend, but to Lathander and the doppelganger himself.
Of course. I've no question about it. Of course. How long will this take?
Approximately a day. Because it is
All right.
almost night, we will keep the body gently reposed in a private space. And he widens his eyes when he says private space, as if he almost told you where it might have been. And you can come in the morning and he'll be prepped with makeup, ready for the funeral.
I see. Do I know where this private room may be?
No,
I
not
don't. Okay.
to your knowledge.
I have
Okay.
the owl tattooed on my arm.
Oh my god.
I love him.
Sorry, I just need to point that out.
Okay, well, just treat that body with respect as you always would. That body is one of a hero.
He's a
Galvin.
precious boy.
Ravlana, you know, you guys have grown. Galvin, I understand you've been through the leaps of time. At least that's what has been said. But you have grown. And that could potentially lead to a leadership position here at the church. Should you accept after your quest?
I would. That does actually bring me to my next question.
Thank you.
This, and I take out my weapon, and I say, it's seen more days than I have at this point. Is there anything more fitting for such an honor?
And he taps his foot and he says, He looks to the other elder on the table. Remind me his name, Galvin. It is your elder.
You don't know.
The instant panic.
Bula.
Copernicus?
So you look at the elder, who is Galvin's longtime leader, at the table, and he kind of gives him an eyebrow, and he says, you see him shake his head no. And he looks at you directly and says, Galvin, your father's scepter is not quite ready. But it will be when you are.
I understood. Thank you. And I
You
kind of
have
like
grown much, but there is more that can be done. And he stands and kind of bows to you.
I respectfully bow back, disappointed, but I understand. Because from Galvin's perspective, if he feels like he'll never be ready for it, so he'll feel lucky when he does. So, yeah.
After the funeral, we will help provide transportation with ships. Did you discuss transportation from the witch?
Not the witch. Not yet. It's on the to-do list.
Quite long, that is.
It's ever growing.
And he kind of bows and he gives you an indication that he's getting back to his meeting, and he kind of just nods you off as he looks back down to the papers in front of him.
I look back to everyone around me and I say, well, shall we go?
Yes, oh glorious leader.
Yes.
I will
Rav,
follow you.
I hope you get your promotion.
not in front of the elders. Not in front of Elder
He's so
Bula.
brave, y'all.
Well, thank you, Elder Bula. We appreciate you.
Then he bows.
I want to
I'm
look
just making
to
sure that's his name because I'm gonna.
Is the
He just bows.
is the owl still there?
Yes, they're both sitting at the table, approximately 50 feet from you. Galvin walked about 30 feet away from you guys.
I just want to go. Whoo!
He looks around.
I looked at Rav. I'll say I used to do that as a child all the time.
Are you calling me a child?
No, and I do my best owl impression around the place.
So,
We've bonded
Kuros,
over this.
during this
Yeah.
time, you're sitting in the meeting room, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you do hear them come in, go upstairs, completely dismiss you. Do you go anywhere? Do you stay in the meeting room?
To me?
Kuros.
Okay, Kuros.
The elf.
So if I did hear them,
Calculating.
is there any alcohol in the room?
Oh no.
Roll for perception. Actually, investigation, because you would have to be going through cabinets.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for investigation.
Just looting my church.
19.
Okay, so now I need a percent die, please. I need to know what kind it is in my mind.
89.
Okay, so you find some malt liquor in a bottle. It appears to be like not supposed to have been found.
Ooh.
Like someone's hidden stash.
Like there's some Mad Dog 2020 just under some cabinet.
It's clearly behind stuff, like on purpose. It was like tucked away. There was stuff on all sides of it. There was even a book laying on top of it. Like it was completely encased. So you
Kuros
found
discovers gasoline.
I'm going to take the bottle and leave a gold where it was.
Okay.
And I'm going to just start drinking it. And I'm going to wait for them to be done with whatever they're doing.
Okay. So you're drinking
talk.
about an entire wine bottle worth. Drinking it. I'd say it's about 4.5.
I am pouring it
glasses.
into like a glass
glass.
with some
Okay,
ice
so-
and stuff. So
Okay.
like I'm not just drinking it out of the bottle.
Oh,
Your
you're not
bard
that.
side is-
You haven't stooped that low, huh?
He's not stuff like that.
Not yet.
I want Rav to be like, "What's that smell?" Like no one can smell it. Like,
Gross.
What is that?
And that's when Rav's like the owl man starts talking. She's like, I'm done because I smell booze.
All of a sudden, she's there in the doorway as Kuros is pouring, going, "Hey, buddy. Hey, what are you doing?"
So, as you guys are standing upstairs, you walk down. Are you going downstairs? Sorry, I don't want to assume. Anything else upstairs? As you look around the room,
we
there's
came in here to
approximately
check on-
two other rooms.
Yeah, we came in here to check on Kuros and see if he wanted to go with us. So I assume that's where we're going. After we talk to the owl and boo or whatever the hell.
So, okay, you guys head on downstairs, and you find yourself at the bottom steps where you have the pews with the altar, and then there's that right side hallway across the 50-foot room where you guys had the meeting.
Calvin, you're our leader. What are we doing?
well, personally, I'm sure the Queen would like to see her son's saviors before I look to change. Well, they should see them. Kuros, you're welcome. Do I look around? Is Kuros near me?
Nope. You
You haven't even gone in the room yet.
Where the hell? I thought
Like,
I was
Kuros, I'm
in.
talking to you. Why can't
So
you
you
hear
guys
me?
walk down the steps, and Galvin's really lost in
Kuros.
thought about kind of just being denied a little bit by his higher ups. He
Yeah.
brought back the doppelganger, is the only search party to have returned, and
Yeah.
his elders told him he's
No.
not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find Kuros because he's lost, obviously.
So you
Yeah.
listen to Galvin rambling, and Rav just walks off. You stroll by the meeting room, and you see Kuros with alcohol in his hand.
I
see.
walk past it first, and then I'd like walk backwards and
Backpedal.
stare,
Hmm.
and I go, "What are you doing?"
I just raised the bottle. Would you like some?
Yes. We were going to go see the queen, but I will divert for this. Just walk right in.
Why are you going to see the queen?
I don't know.
Did the priests upstairs have another mission for us?
No, Galvin wanted to go see the queen. I don't know. You did it already. There's a lot going on. I got this really neat bow. I'm just gonna sit down with you. Just
I pour you a glass.
So Galvin, as you come back together from your thoughts, now
Yeah.
Rav is gone too. So you look and you just have Chains and Callista standing in front of you, listening to you rambling.
That's right. And I'm kind of rambling, thinking out loud, kind of rationalizing that maybe I'm not ready for Rohan's staff because the job isn't done yet. I've only delivered. I haven't done part 2. And now that Rav has walked away and Chains and Callista are in front of me, and I'll kind of gesture to Callista, knowing that Chains knows the full story. But speaking to both of you, we have a little bit more to do. Callista, we have not been forthcoming entirely. The doppelganger whom we have recovered and returned to his mother. In order for the gods to keep our world intact, that doppelganger must be sacrificed in order for it to be reincarnated once more, as the cycle continues. This is well known across... What do you say?
We can't. We obviously. She just kind of like chuckles nervously and looks over to Chains. We obviously can't do that, right? It's just a kid. We can't
Yes.
do that.
I put my hand on Galvin's shoulder, and I look at Callista, and I say, "It is not ideal. It is not something I particularly want to do. But we all watched as Nyx went up in flames."
Yeah. Children included, Callista.
Okay, no, I get it. But what if maybe we save that as like plan B and we maybe look for plan A that is better for this kiddo?
Rewriting a celestial legend is... I'm not sure we can do it in the time allotted. Maybe in the next few children's doppelgangers' lives, perhaps. But we're talking... It's impossible.
I guess we're probably not strong enough to fight gods yet, are we?
We had a bit of a time with Cornelia. I think a god would be a little more difficult.
I don't know about you. I yeeted a dragon.
Okay,
I'm not here.
Rav is
not
very
that-
good at eating dragons. So
Yeah, you guys had problems. Rav and I were
We did fine.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
let's table
I helped with
this.
the dragon.
let's
maybe
table-
look at other options that don't involve murdering a child. And, I know it's a hard decision to make, but I just feel like that's not a decision we should make just yet. I don't want anybody else to be hurt, but let's just maybe just see if there's literally just anything else we can do, because that sounds awful, you guys.
All right,
Yes.
Callista, let us go meet with the others, and we will
Okay.
discuss this further.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I hold
So you
back.
guys make
I
your
hold-
way.
No,
Oh,
I hold back Galvin. I let her walk away.
Callista, do you join them, or do you notice that he's not walking with you?
I notice and I kind of look back and I give you both this look like, I know what you're doing and I don't trust it. And I
But I
want to
smell
pretend to
booze.
walk away. Is there any corner I can duck around to listen?
Perception. And then if you wanted to try to hide, you can roll stealth against their passive perceptions.
Great, that's going to do well for me with Mr. Chains here. My perception was 20.
Okay,
And
so
my
you found a nook kind of just around the corner. You could easily sneak in there.
Picture her hiding behind like a really.
Although one for stealth, so I'm like Kronk, just like like against the wall. Like everyone knows I'm there.
So you guys noticed that Callista was trying to.
We just see your
continue to
feet.
live.
Just like
It's like the sheer curtains.
She just walked behind a curtain.
I can barely see them. There's no way they can see me.
So Galvin and Chains, you do see that Callista has attempted to hide and listen.
Oh, sneaky, you can't
They
find
laugh
me.
at her.
Yes, I am laughing at her right now.
Chains
Like
giggles.
boisterous laughter.
I hear it and I just stomp off angrily, like.
You can come join us in the cool kids.
But as I walk off, I'm going to shoot back one of these.
I see you, Callista. Do not worry.
Thanks.
Perfect.
I see you.
Galvin, Chains.
But Chains immediately goes back to serious when he looks at you, and he says, "We have to do something about this doppelganger."
Yes, this is exactly why this responsibility is on the church and not the citizens. It's trauma that we are not exactly. We are barely equipped for, much less anyone of lesser responsibility. What do you suggest?
I mean, it is definitely a hard choice, and that is why it has been thrust upon us. But
Aye.
we must do what must be done.
I will admit I am hesitant to bring this up to Kuros.
I understand this as well.
He seems to have a protective nature over young ones. A
I've
noble
noticed.
trait, but unfortunately a piece that does not fit here.
He and I have this in common, but I know what is good for the people, if you know what I am saying.
Perhaps he can be reasoned with. He lost, I kind of whispered to him, his people. Maybe he can be empathized with as on a bigger scale. As if he could do something to prevent the same thing that happened to him from everyone else around him. A thought,
This could work.
but and I just kind of shrug and I begin walking away.
I walk with you.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys walk to the meeting room where Kuros, Callista, and Rav are. During that time, Callista, when Galvin and Chains were out in the hall, Callista, when you entered the room, you saw Kuros and Rav drinking together.
I'm going to sit crisscross in front of them. Please give me a drink. I've never wanted alcohol, but I do now.
Old.
Very much
Absolutely.
so.
And I put another glass in front of Callista and I pour her a drink.
Okay, thank
I-
you. Also, real quick, I really love this party, but I don't really trust the other two right now, okay? I'll
Okay,
explain later.
what's going on? What's
I think
Why
they're
not?
gonna try to murder a child. I don't know. I tried to listen, but I'm bad at stealth, and they saw
What?
me and they laughed at
Sorry,
me.
what?
They saw me and they
I should have
laughed
turned
at
into
me.
a spider. Why didn't I turn to a spider? I
Callista,
Callista. Rewind.
Murder a
your
child.
thing.
That does not sound like Galvin. Chains, perhaps. Galvin?
I mean, Chains did stab one.
I couldn't listen to them because I'm bad at hiding. Okay, I'm
Callista, that's not the part I'm
terrible
focusing on right now.
Okay,
Tell
no,
me
you're right,
about
you're
this
right.
child they're trying to murder.
They asked me my opinion on, handling this doppelganger, and I told them that, I don't think we should,
The doppelganger's
This kiddo-
handled. We brought him back to his mother. That was our purpose.
well, maybe tell that to them. I don't know. They're on their way, probably. I don't really know, but they stayed back to talk about it, and I was the only one that had a different opinion. And I don't know. I love them, but I just wanted to. That's all. I feel nervous about this, and I'm just gonna drink everything.
You're gonna drink. Okay, how much? That was my next question, Kuros. How much did you drink?
How much of a bottle was there?
There's about
I'm going
4.5 like cups in there, like for a wine.
I've had
glass.
maybe 2 myself, and then I poured one for Rav and
So you
Callista.
have about 1 glass of wine, and you like have not had wine ever.
Yeah.
So please make a con save, ma'am.
Woo!
I fail. I hope you fail that.
I got a 20, not natural.
Okay, so you take it and you're like, "Ah!"
Adrenaline.
on the floor. You're like, I got this. So you sit there. It kind of burns. Your face gets a little hot, but then it passes. Pretty
She's just red.
Guys, it got warmer. It got warmer in here. Touch my face.
I will touch Callista's face, and I will spend 5 points of my lay on hands to remove poison, and I will remove it from myself as well.
I'm fine. Don't touch me. as he goes to lay on hands, I'm like, don't fucking touch
Rav
me.
is like,
And as you hear, "Don't fucking touch me," you Chains and Galvin enter.
Wow.
James, Galvin. I
Hello.
apologize. I only have about 1 glass left, but would you like some?
I take the glass and I say, you realize where you are. There are plenty of taverns throughout Uletorf, but you decide to do it in a house of Lathander.
Calvin, we're
It's
celebrating a
fine,
life.
Galvin. It's fine. It was even hidden away, so he's probably not supposed to have it anyway. I left him money for it. It's all good.
You take the drink from the secret, and Kuros. Oh, you.
So, Kuros, can you make an insight check, please?
11.
You suspect that this is Galvin's stash.
I take the glass and I am
Galvin,
fuming.
what's a drink between friends? Am I right? I mean, how much alcohol have I shared with you over a dead body over the course of this month, day? What's it even been anyway?
I don't know how to answer that. I don't.
I'm just standing behind you with my arms crossed,
I
just watching.
You brought
I
the
just-
You seem
police.
very well composed for a man whose best friend died like 6 hours ago. 8 hours. Looks out the window. What's the sun looking like?
It's about past the gates, so it's still bright on one
7
half of the
hours
sky.
ago.
You can assume it's dark on the other side.
Galvin, Rattle died like recently. How am I more upset about this than you? You need a drink, and I'm pushing the bottle like into his chest. Come on, come sit down and have a drink. To Rattle, right? To Rattle.
Toretto!
it'll make your face warm.
It'll
I-
make your face warm.
I just fine. How much is left? I almost said chug the rest of it, but that's a dangerous sentence.
It's
So,
about half a glass. So if you were
Half
to
a
pour
glass.
a wine glass, it'd be half a standard pour.
yeah, I chugged the rest of it, and I say to Chains, don't worry. I know where we can get some more.
You know where to get more? Oh, I'd love some more. Can we
Go
go
on.
now?
I know.
I
a
need to
place.
get more alcohol for my religious purposes anyway.
He's so drunk, guys.
It's kind of like in an office where I know where someone keeps the K cups. Can I do a search to find wine in my church? Bad boy
you can
Galvin
roll,
over here.
Roll investigation with advantage.
Galvin's a
Okay.
bad boy, and we didn't even know.
No, well, this is him being kind of angsty with the whole I get and do this. Well, I'm gonna take this kind of thing. I
They're
did
not
this.
giving me my daddy's staff, so I'm gonna steal all their alcohol and get drunk.
It's the least the church can provide me right now. Type
I'll show
mentality.
you mature.
Yeah. Well,
You
Galvin
think
is
I'm not ready? I'll show you how ready I really am.
exactly. Yeah. He said perception. It's 26.
Investigation
Oh, my
with
bad.
advantage.
Yeah, investigation. In that case, unnatural 20.
Rav is living for this chaos right now. All of this chaotic energy happening, she's like, yes.
Okay. So Galvin, you're walking around you're walking around pulling up our buying drinks. So you walk around and you find a very, very large stash. Probably
Large
2
large
months
stash.
worth of
Moonshine
redemption worth of a stash. And you see bottles on bottles on bottles of malt.
on Blitzen.
You find that they all have little tags on them. We've got one from Red Panda Cola, Peptito 5000, Tigeron. She said, "This is for me." You take them all. Ghost of Red Mountain.
Shove Galvin to the ground.
K. Murdoch, Darkman, Davish Aaron, and 0077, George W. Ambush, Darren, Spider 44, Turbo Ranger, and that's within the last month. I didn't realize that it expired. So,
We should drink more often, you're saying.
I say that. So you find at least 15 to 30 bottles of alcohol, all malt liquor, and they all have sweet notes on them as if they are totally not for you.
I see Rav take all of these, and I go to Chains. Don't worry, I have a backup for the backup. And I go to a cabinet, and I find one that says Princess Sparkle Fists, and I give it to Chains.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
So you take the alcohol.
Yeah, we take it, and I would like to I would like to drink irresponsibly in my home.
Rav, before she starts going, didn't we have something we were gonna do? Or are we just gonna go get shit-faced hammered and go talk to
I don't plan on becoming useless, but let's just say disadvantage has not killed us yet.
That's no. Okay, I second this. Let's all go get hammered drunk and talk to the queen.
Go get hammered drunk and talk to the. No, we can't go to the queen like this.
Sure we can.
It's tomorrow.
Sure we can.
She won't even know if we're super sneaky about it.
No. That's not right. That's not right. You gotta show the proper respect, Callista. That's the queen.
Okay.
You see that place up there? I'm pointing like in the direction, but there's clearly a wall there. That castle is very nice. We can't be going in there like this. I mean, Rav might be able to. She's used to handling
I'm the
presenting herself.
designated
All right,
walker.
let's go.
What?
Come on, Kuros. We can walk about town and we can talk about all the good memories we've had with Rattle.
Look at all this. We can't walk with all this alcohol in our hands.
I can.
This is too much. I
got
can't
a
even
belt.
put this in my hands normally. All right. We need at least drink
We can go tomorrow.
You are thinking
4
of
of
this
them
way
before
too
we leave.
difficult.
At least 4. All right.
We can sell all of this booze.
No,
Look
we're
at
not.
It was a
Wait,
gift.
Kuros,
Over
the more
my
you
dead
drink,
Sweet little notes. Would you sell this sweet note? Would you, Chains?
I see
says,
this note,
"For
and
my
I'm not
favorite
saying we should
Walter
sell the
Genasi
note, but we
moist
could
girl."
sell the booze.
I want to step up to Chains as he suggests that, and I look at him and I tap him on the nose, and I'm like, "We're not selling that shit."
Kuros, if you want to carry less,
Like,
just
just-
drink more.
Boop. Nope.
So, are you guys leaving the church to go to a tavern? Are you sitting here drinking all the malt liquor you found?
Galvin, tell me a story about Rattle. I knew him for a
Why?
month,
We should
but you knew him
go.
for a lot longer. Tell me a good story.
This is not the place. But I will
This
give
is
you
absolutely
one.
the place.
You
When someone
you
dies,
are
someone you
being
love dies,
belligerent,
you tell the good
Karos.
stories. You remember them. Galvin.
I imagine Kuros is like reaching for his book of family stories in this moment.
You mean, are you referring? Look right here.
Yes. So
I said,
Kuros
Karos,
is getting emotional at Galvin.
yeah, I kind of like put my hand on his shoulder, like, Karos, please, it's not the time, it's the place. Please, let's just go to a tavern. I know a small one that's not very
Hey,
populated.
I'm
Rav.
eating snacks now that I don't know where I got, but I have.
Where did
She
you
found
get those
nuts at the
snacks?
middle of the table? I don't know.
My nuts.
Hidden nut stash.
Hey, I don't know about you, but in where I come from, we have like this custom where we like just drink and have a good time and remember our fallen loved ones and stuff like that. And it's usually done in a church, but like in the side of a church, and then some really nice old ladies bring you dinner.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Do I know of an empty like meeting room? I don't know and I keep thinking, and this is an office. It's not an office, but like, is there a room with a table and a door?
Like
You're
the one
sitting
where-
in it.
Oh, so Galvin is really stupid, and I say stupid.
Closes the door.
Yeah, I
This
go to the
private
door.
room in a church where we lay the dead to rest is not the place to remember the dead.
What is that called? What is
That's
that
not-
called where they do that? Is it a wake? I don't know.
As you guys are discussing Callista, while you're sitting on the floor, you find a gold in front of you.
Oh, just take all of my things. Why don't you?
I'm gonna look around and say, "Did someone drop this?"
Yeah, I left that for whoever's alcohol this was.
I'll just throw it back.
I'm eating communion wafers.
It bounces into Chains' bucket.
Rob, you know that's the body of Christ, right? Right
Just
there.
open it.
He's very tasty.
So, all right, you guys are sitting there, and you just go through all of the bottles. What's your plan here?
I am not drinking.
Okay, Chance.
I had the like one cup
Okay.
just to commemorate Rattle. While they're getting blasted over here.
I'm fine.
Kuros is also not drinking. After hearing that they want to murder a child, he removed poison from himself so that he was sober, and has been trying to get other people drunk so that perhaps he can loosen some lips, learn some information, figure out stuff.
I'm picking up what he's putting down. I'm just living for it.
You're like, I'm more normal the more I drink. So this is a win-win. Like, I don't just.
So how much did Galvin drink?
I drank. I did a glass, and I did like a good chug. So let's just say 2 glasses.
2 glasses.
Yeah.
Make a con save.
Okay.
Go, buddy.
All right. That's not great. I got a 12.
Okay. You're feeling a little tipsy. Probably like you'll have disadvantage on a few of your checks for a couple hours.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's smell
How much time has passed?
Approximately like an hour sitting there drinking and talking, getting emotional, crying, probably having a few laughs.
Okay. All right.
At some
wish
point,
I
I
had-
get uncomfortable and I leave.
Okay. Where does
The
Chains
sober
go?
person at the party who's like, everyone's really drunk.
There's no animal.
No,
like
it's not even. It's not even a matter of everyone else is drunk. It's we're telling stories that cause emotion about Rattle, and Chains is like, I'm gonna push that away for now.
I'm gonna bottle
So
that
where
shit
does
up.
Chains go when he leaves? Do you leave the church or just the room?
I'm gonna leave the church.
So you leave the church and you find that the clock tower is about 15 minutes to 9 p.m.
Ah, shit.
Saints had somewhere to be.
He's got a hot date.
And the air is
Okay.
pretty crisp outside. It's getting dark. The lanterns in the street are turning on. People are
Wait.
kind of entering indoors.
We're drunk before
I
9
remember I
p.m.
gave
Oh god,
a
we're in our
note to
30s.
That one, I gave a note to a woman. It was like a love note between this guy and girl.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Did she give me something to give back to him or take back to him?
A smile.
Okay.
I just imagine he smiles like how a cat smiles.
She said to tell him that she also says hello and she apologized to you for him dragging you into their flirting.
Right. I'm gonna go and tell this guy that.
Okay, so you go back to the Iron Hero, where Askell, the guy making your rapier, is there, and you hear the clanking and the tinking. He's working on it, and as you walk in, he turns and says, Master Chains, it is not ready yet, and I do apologize, but art takes time, and I am telling you a story." And he holds up like a hilt and is totally undone.
Yeah, no, I look at him and I put my hand, my claws up, and I'm like, hey, no worries, I understand. I was coming back to give you your, how should I say, lover's correspondence.
And he completely changes tune. He puts the hilt down on the table and he puts down his tools and he comes up and he says, Isn't she beautiful? And he breathes in like endearingly, and he's just so in love with her. You can just see it in his face.
And James looks at him and he says, "Yes, she is quite the catch. I would.
I am to marry her, you know." And he turns and says, "Would you like some tea?" And he kind of makes tea for himself, if you wanted some.
Yes, I'll have tea with him.
Okay. So he brings tea out and sits with you. So what did she say? Tell me everything.
Don't sit down.
Let's paint a picture here. Are we sitting like in these like chairs? Like we have like a tea like tea party thing happening here, or are we just sitting at his like table?
You're sitting down at his table, and your like undone rapier is on the table, and you just have tea glasses sitting on either side of that.
Perfect.
So there's metal all around.
I lean in on the table and I say, she's certainly fond of you as well.
Yes, I tried out that love potion that Dolores was selling at her dispensary, and I think it's...
Oh. You moved to more dubious methods, I understand.
Listen, she used it on me first.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, so everybody's consenting and love potioning each other.
It's a fabricated love story, if you will.
As long as it works out in the end, yes?
I am to marry her, you know.
You've already said this.
What is it you need?
That's a strong love potion you have there.
I do have another.
Only okay if it's consensual and mutual.
Do you have a love?
Yes, I have a sugar snout of my own.
Tell
One
me,
day
what
I
is
will,
that? What is a sugar snout?
Well, it is another tabaxi I have my eyes on, yes?
My friend has a friend.
Ah, yes.
He drinks from his tea. And he says, well, I do have an extra love potion. But it does not come for free. But let me tell you, it creates an obsession. If you needed any information, it is there. If you needed anything at all, it is there. It's not always a sexual thing.
I think I will try my luck at just being myself, yes?
Well, I guess that's the
old
old way of doing it.
The old way.
This guy's kind of a creep now.
Yeah, I'm not
Poor
cool
Jane.
with Bill Cosby, the blacksmith here.
Yeah, right? I'm cooler with the dude who hunts people.
Jesus,
The guy who hunts people.
She love potioned him. He love potioned her. It's obvious. She's at fault here.
It's the woman's fault always.
She gave the obsession
Not
in the
okay.
first place. This is how this happened. Yeah?
I mean,
I can say that. I'm a woman.
Oh my god.
gotten only one side of the story here.
That's true. But you're not here.
We're
Dylan can
in
judge. Kuro's
James
camp.
hears in the back of his mind Kuros being concerned.
And strangely sober. But yeah.
And he says, I must tell you, it is a fabricated love story. It is not of dubiousness, as you say.
Well, as long as no one is getting hurt, it's not even any of my business, but I am happy for you.
Think of it as an underground tavern job.
Love club?
Love club. Yes, he's got a 4. I was going to try to make him lie. Yes.
Well, I wish you all of the happiness you can drink.
Does this potion doesn't make you fall in love? Can I find my dad and give it to him, and he could be the father I always wanted?
I don't know if I'm gonna give your dad a love potion.
No, but like
You said
You said it was not
that it's not
sexual.
always romantic. You
It's
could
not.
get information.
Yeah, but then it's overbearing, father. That's what it's
yeah,
gonna
I
be.
don't want a helicopter dad.
That's what I mean.
Helicopter dad.
Damn, Dylan, are we the same person?
No kidding, though. That was bizarre.
Ash, I don't know how many times I've said that, but you're just now catching on that we're just the same person.
Man, I feel like
by not continuing this, you are essentially refusing the quest. Just so you know.
That's
But
fine. Yeah, no,
there won't be
I,
anything else there. If you continue.
I think thank you for your time, and I cannot wait to see what you do with the rapier. And I have another place I need to be.
Okay, perfect, my friend. And prepare to come back to the most beautiful story ever told in this here hilt. Not as beautiful as my love story, though.
This is true. You have me beat.
So,
well,
I'm
gotta
assuming
go
you
murder
off
someone.
your way,
Gotta
unless you
murder
wanted anything else.
No. I just came to deliver the other part of that message, and I will go back to the other guy that I was supposed to meet after 9, and we can go
That's
back to them if
creepy
they
guy.
want to do something.
That sounds like a good time for a break to me.
It do.
It does.
It does,
do.
actually.
Let's
right.
take that 2 minutes, get our stuff together.
I would like to finish my dinner.
Yes. All right, we'll be right
All
back.
right, we'll be right back, guys.
Giveaway in the
Bye,
chat.
guys.
Hungry. Anybody?
Oh my
hear
god.
anybody?
Okay, it's
We're
been fixed.
live now. Everybody vogue. It's fine.
I'm
Nobody
so
will
sorry.
notice.
We were saying thank you for Darkman. Oh my god, you've done.
We said, Darkman, thank you so much for that gift sub. You're a wonderful human. We love you. That's the Spark Notes. But thanks to someone, we missed. You missed the love, but we do love you and we appreciate you. And you're wonderful. And I'm just kidding, Sumner. Stop with that face. You're making me feel bad.
Sumner, no, we love you. You're the
Big
best.
Kappa face over here.
Cut that.
I'm
Oh,
so
now
sorry.
it's not sad. It's just weird.
I have no excuse nowadays. But,
No, you guys were wonderful. And we were saying that, like, Darkman, you're wonderful aside from your mass amounts of generosity by giving us these gift subs. You're a wonderful human aside from all of that. And we love all your dog photos in Discord. And then I said, Discord.
Jen, where can we find that Discord? If I want to see all these dog pictures
and cat pictures.
and cat pictures.
What?
get out of town.
And sometimes buns. Bunnies, not buns. I should be more specific.
Damn.
Buns are specifically banned in our Discord.
Right next to the dogs and cats.
Or
enough
human
enough of what's
asses.
banned. All right, I've heard the rumors of Darkman's cute dog. Where can I see these pictures, Jen?
In the Discord, we have the menagerie where we post our lovely animal photos all the time. Come join us in Discord though, because we're there all the time. We want to
Seriously.
hang out with you and be friends with you.
We don't have a life.
We don't. We play games all day in there, basically all day. But yeah, we're there. Come say
And
hi.
the link's in the description as well. So if you scroll down, get the little Discord icon, it'll take you right there.
Oh, thank you, Sumner. I was about to
Much for that social post. The link is now in the chat. So
Just about to give Dylan an aneurysm.
I know.
But you.
Oh, you cut out, Jen. Hold on, you're frozen.
Wow.
There you are.
I'm here.
You froze for a brief sec. Yeah.
I'm
All
here.
right.
Hello. We're back. All right. So Chains had a interesting interaction with the guy making his rapier and we're back at the church. I almost said Lathander instead of Galvin. Galvin, Kuros, Callista, and Rav around the table.
So I guess we've been drinking for. You said by the time Chains left, it's been about an hour.
So I started blasting.
I want to maybe like 10 or 15 minutes after Chains. We'll say 5 or 10 minutes after Chains leaves. I'm gonna get up and say, I need to. Excuse me. I need to bleed the lizard. Galvin, where's the restroom? Can you show me where it is? And I kind of put
Please
my
don't
arm
hurt a
around it.
No.
lizard.
Callista, no.
Callista, break the
Different
seal.
lizard.
That's probably better.
It's gotta go
Don't
to the
hurt a seal
bathroom.
either. What's wrong with you?
He's gotta go to
Callista's
the
like
bathroom.
All these animals.
Oh,
What's the
sorry.
amount about a dog?
Bring the dog back.
Don't do that. I
No dogs allowed in the
break
Baptist church.
I break up this bit and I just stand up and I go, of course. And I'll open the door for you, let you through.
I put my arm around your shoulder and say, "You gotta show me. This place is huge. Where is it?"
Can we do a insight versus deception?
Sure.
I'm not deceiving you.
I thought you were.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm just making sure.
we can still roll, but there's no deception going on. I'll tell you what.
No.
Kuros is not lying then.
I'm
If
trying
you're
to-
not lying, then there's nothing to.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
just trying. I want to have a conversation with you.
Because
Aside
I do
from-
trust you. Yeah. Okay.
So
I mean, I have no reason not to trust you. So.
As you open the door for Kuros to go out into the restroom, Kuros puts his hand over your shoulder. That's what he said last.
Yep.
Yeah. So we begin walking. I guess you're leading me towards the restroom.
Yeah.
It's just approximately like 20 feet down the same exact hallway.
Galvin, you're a good man, Galvin. You know that?
I'm just
You're a
taking you
good
to the
man.
bathroom, Kuros.
You're a wise man. You know, No, I'm not talking about just this. This too, yes, you're a good man for this. But no, here, and I like pat you on the chest, right here. You've got a good heart. You want to do good in the world, and I know that. But you've also got a lot more, and I like put my hand on your head, up here. Not necessarily, you're a smart man, but you're a wise man. You're wiser than I am. So I got to ask you, do you think people can change?
Change, like For the better or worse, or altogether?
Just change in general. I mean, or do you think that no matter who we are or what we do, deep down, we're still the same person we've always been?
Funny you ask that in a church of Lathander. A question often asked here. Can one change? Whether it's somebody else you wish to or yourself. Each path is more fruitful depending on, well, you. I'd say it depends. One can absolutely change, but they must be willing. Their heart must be willing and in the right place. One can easily lose that sight and change for the worse, and recovering that heart may not be as easy as changing for the better to begin with. You understand?
I love you, Galvin. You gave me a sermon when all I wanted was a yes or no answer. But you did give me my answer. I finished urinating. I imagine we went into the bathroom and like I was using
you're next to me.
I was like giving this like Lathander. We often think, can a person change? Sometimes they change for the good, but they have to want to, and like Kuros is just like peeing.
There's a third person in there that's like, I'm out of here. I'm
Uncomfortable. You see him leave.
Galvin, that's just like you. Don't ever change. Well, I change for the better. I'll say that. But I love that about you, Galvin. You give more information than what's asked. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. People can change if they want to.
Do you want to change, Kuros?
I've wanted to change for a long time, Galvin, and I thought I was. I thought I had. But what I thought I changed, nothing changed. Does that make sense? Have you ever tried to change and then you find yourself in a position where you didn't all the efforts you tried, everything you did, it amounted to nothing and nothing changed.
This whole conversation is like, have you ever had a dream?
Yeah.
Where, like, I'm sorry, like he's still peeing. Are you okay?
No, like
I just don't. It's still, just the water genasi create water thing going on. But anyway, that's a magic trick. Anyway,
we'll talk about that later.
So you asked, we'll talk about that later. But that'll be in the Discord, everyone. But so you asked, can you change no matter what? Well, changing isn't a act and then result. It happens over time. I have been working my entire life to prove myself here. And that is a journey I find myself still on. I fully expected to be highly revered or promoted in some kind or shape, but here I am still with you. Not that this is any type of degradation, but I was expecting a change, and there isn't one.
All right, I'm not sure exactly how to take that, but I guess.
And as you guys are talking, another Aarakocra comes out of one of the bow and walks out of the bathroom.
Just like, nope, I'll find another one. He's like, I
you guys are clearly having a moment. I'll give it to you. I'll go to the one upstairs. It's fine.
Bye.
Galvin.
I'll go to the mezzanine.
Galvin, I was right there. I looked into Rattle's eyes and he was alive. And then I've just felt the weight of his body on my back, literally.
Yes.
Before I came to the surface to live up here, I had a great village and family and friends, and I was all set to move out, and I had my place, and I was settling in, and then it was all gone. It was, we were attacked, and everyone died, and Galvin, and I grab you by the shoulders and look right in your eyes. Galvin, I ran away. I hid like a child. I was a full-grown man living on my own. I was contributing to the tribe. I was bringing in food. I was a tide hunter. I went out from our village and I brought food and fish. I fought sharks. This shoulder pad was my first kill. But I hid. When our village was attacked and raided, I hid. And not only did I hid, somebody had to stand between our attackers and me and saved my life. He could have done so much more, Gavin, but he protected a coward like me, and I swore to him that I would not do it again, that nobody within my arm's reach would die if I could help it. And not only did Sabine die while she was on my back, but Rattle died right in front of my eyes.
Kuros, you're a good man. This is not the burden you wish to seek. If you wishing to change, this is not the type of reflection. This is not the type of reflection that is of the right perspective. Kuros, you may have been a man at the time, but what's to say the man who saved you wasn't in a previous situation similar to what you are in now? It's not... What's been done has been done. It's what you do now that defines you. Whether it's for yourself or for others, you can't change what's been done. And there's too many factors at play. Sounds like you were outnumbered. It's not up to you. You may have not changed. You may be dead with him. But I'm sure he saved you intentionally to keep you alive. And he succeeded on that journey. Be grateful. Don't regret it. Does that make sense?
I needed to hear that, and thank you, Galvin.
You're not alone here, Kuros. And you never have been.
You're right. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And I imagine this whole time we were not just standing in the bathroom, but kind of walking back to the room and pausing outside the door to finish this conversation. And I'll walk back into the room with Callista and Rav.
What you see is Rav teaching Callista how to take shots.
That's what I was about to ask. So while we were in the bathroom, while they had left, I'd say approximately 5-6 minutes went by. What was Rav and Callista doing in the room?
Have you ever done a shot before?
I've never shot anybody, no.
Okay, so Raph pulls out a tiny little shot glass from her pouch, and she's like, "All right, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna drink this." And I get my little flask of super strong alcohol, and I pour it in it, and I'm like, "Okay, here," and you just tip it back.
Like in my mouth? I just drink it?
Just drink it.
Okay, I drink it. Put it on the table.
And it burns. Like, you're not used to taking shots. This is your very first shot ever. You probably got it down.
Why does anyone do this? This is awful.
Makes the pain go away.
And then after a few seconds, when the burning goes away, she's like, "Okay, all right, I get it."
Yeah, it makes the hurt you feel. It numbs that, and then makes you feel like you can do anything.
Between shots, Callista wants to ask Rav, "Hey, are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Okay, I know you're super tough, but I know you have a big heart too, even if you don't want people to know that.
Let's do a deception versus an insight here.
As she goes in, I go, I'm fine.
I roll insight. Ooh, my insight's really good, but I rolled bad. I got a 13.
Insight 13 to a deception
14.
Ooh, that's close.
So you feel you're kind of like something's not right, but I'll respect your space.
Yeah, well, we don't have to talk about it. But if you ever do want to talk about it, we can. And I'll just take another shot and leave it there.
And you're going to do a con save, man.
You take another shot and you're like, it burned.
And then Callista dies. I got 13 again. That's my lucky number tonight.
You
my
pass.
unlucky number.
It's like, oh God, why?
So
Okay.
you again feel kind of like the face flush and like your flora sticking on your body. Flora, is that what it's? Little flowers?
Yeah, my flowers bloom.
Your flowers
Yeah,
kind of
flora
bloom
would
for a
be,
second.
Flora would be flowers, but these are mushrooms.
Yeah, so your mushroom.
Lichen. Your
Mushrooms
lichen.
can have flowers.
Thank you, Ash. I forgot the words. I'm glad you remembered.
You kind of just you get a little gloomy, and then it kind of goes back to normal, and you're like, whew.
That's cool. That's real neat. I don't do that when I drink.
Do you want one? I just like pick
Yes, I take it.
You begin to
As you
bleed.
guys, as Kuros and Galvin return, you see Callista ripping parts of her body off and giving them to Rav.
Callista, are you all right?
Yeah, no, they grow right back. Check this out.
Oh my, that's incredible. Callista, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay. Poof, and I hit one of
Oh,
the
that's
crows.
amazing. I want to take one and like, can you feel this? Like, can you feel it? Do you
Well, I
feel
don't want you to do it. No, I can't feel it, but it's rude when you do it. This is my stuff.
That's
no,
your
no,
body?
no. Like the one you took off, like he takes it from you and starts like poking it as it's just, like not attached. He's like, can you still feel it? Like, is this?
Oh.
Oh, all right then. That's incredible though. That's amazing. I wish I could regrow parts of myself.
Hey, thanks.
So, do you guys? What are you doing in the church? Are we getting up? Tasks.
Time to go?
Chains has been gone for some time.
Yes,
Perhaps.
it's been about 15 minutes at this point.
What?
Chains has had an interesting reaction to rattle.
Yes.
I
yes.
mean, when we first came out of there, I feel like he took, he stayed in the room and when he came out, he was just seemingly normal. I feel like he tried to get it all out in there and so that I think he's worried about him affecting us.
Yes, he's a bit reclusive himself. He may just need his own time. We all cope differently.
Do
clearly.
you think we should go check on him? I don't want to, make him feel uncomfortable or anything. If he needs to deal with this his own way, I want to respect that. But
It's late at night. If he's not here back by morn, I'll go check on him myself. I know the city quite well.
fair enough.
Okay, so then back outside. Chains has left the. Am I still here?
Smithy?
Yes. Oh my gosh, my screens just went black on you guys' faces.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, well,
Okay.
all right, bye. So, Chains, as you leave, the Iron Hero.
Hold on, I have to read this chat comment. Chains, when you bottle your emotions, do you fold them hamburger or hot dog style? That was from Rachy Pie. Thank you, Rachy Pie. That made
Folded them taco style.
ooh, taco style.
Just roll
That
them
way
up.
things don't fall out from either end.
I
but
fold
when
them
you
like
take
a
bite, it's
crepe.
gonna fall at the backside.
Great.
Crip.
Like a crepe.
Oh,
Ooh. Also, like you could do the multiple folds. Like you fold it in half, and you fold it like sideways. a
Options.
bunch. That's
Like they
Really wrap them up.
like a
That's
Euro.
how you can tell who's a pro at folding their emotions.
Jeez. So as Chains is leaving the Iron Hero, where is he headed?
He's heading to what was that guy's shop called? With the leathers.
What was it called?
I just
called the leathers.
Zach doesn't remember.
Called
Chase
people and
does.
stuff.
We
It was
don't.
called Half Pint. So
Half pint.
Oh,
That's right.
because he's small.
he is
Oh,
Half pint.
he is half a pint. So, all right. So you're headed that direction, and as you pass, you do see the lovely lady outside that
I'm gonna
you.
try to give you that quest.
No, I'm not gonna.
Hey, I want you to pour this love potion into my boyfriend's drink.
as you walk by, you see her talking to a man who looks very similar to her and is taller than she is, and they just are having a conversation.
Every time you pull up her picture, I'm just like, it's Mulan with half her head shaved, and I love it.
She's beautiful.
All I see is Mulan, and I
want to be
love
her.
it.
Chains.
I walk by and I look to her and I say, I have given, what was his name now? Gosh, I'm so
Askell.
bad with, what?
Askell.
Askell, okay.
This lovely fellow.
Yes, so I walk by and I kind of interject and I say, I have given Askell your message and he was most delighted.
And the man standing next to her and says, I did not hire you a squire. And she goes, oh no, Dad, it's he's a friend. She's all like,
Dad, your daughter goes to sex.
At the word squire, I give him one of these like
the what face?
What's going on?
What? And he says, we have arrangements and you are not part of this. And he kind of like goes to push your chest, like to get you out of the way.
Oh, can I get a strength check on that?
Yes.
His hands on you,
Can I get
sir.
that resist check?
Yeah, that
Don't
dex
touch me, I'm
build.
feral. Grab him back.
Is that like a strength save or what, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 19.
Okay, so you don't budge. He puts his hand on your chest and he does a little like, and then he puts his hand down real quick.
I'll just like look at his hand and then look back at him.
I'm a strong
Do you
cat.
have business with her? She has taken.
I am in no way looking to court
Do you have land?
this woman.
Buy you.
He's not trying to fight him.
Marry my daughter. Do you have land? Do you have a title?
He has huge tracts of land.
No, I do not have land, but do not worry. I have given Askell her message, and they are definitely crazy about each other.
Oh my God, Zach, no.
What do you mean? He's gonna roll an insight check
Oh no.
on that nat 20. He said, "What do you mean?" And he knows that you're
But I'm hinting.
You're hinting.
So I
The
kind of
worst.
I look him in like directly in the eyes, like do the head tilt, and I like I wink. I say, I have learned a few things.
And that is.
I do not know that you wish to speak of them in front of. I'm assuming this is your daughter.
And she says, yes. And she's kind of like giving you wide eyes.
Like, no.
You're making it worse.
And he looks at her and he does an intimidation check on her. He gets a
Ooh.
16. So he gets an 18 and she gets a 4.
Oh,
Oh
He says-
boy, I'm a homewrecker. Whoopee!
Just listen, Papa. You had said that you don't want me to be in a loveless marriage, and you want his land that he offers. And so I took the potion that was offered at the comedy club. And he goes soap opera like zooms in on his face.
gasp.
Gasps in Spanish. Yeah.
Spanish.
And now I love him, Papa. You can be happy. And he says,
Go and have
I-
amnesia or something.
I am not happy with fabricated love. And she says, well, I am. And she goes running off to the Iron
I feel like
Hero.
Jin just really wanted
Just
to do
use
this.
my identical twin sister and say she's me.
And you're left standing with her dad as she goes running.
She's gonna be burnt badly in a fire, and then her twin sister's gonna show up.
Yep.
And he
I
looks
look
at you.
at him. I want to be like, well, what are we going to do now, Papa?
I'm your child now.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, let's get a drink.
Loses the accent. He's like, all right, dude, let's just go.
Loses the accent.
I don't have the energy to deal with this bullshit that I put airs on everything.
He's like,
Also,
daughters, am I
do
right?
not just gloss over the fact that she said the comedy club is where they
I
met.
know.
Excuse me, what? Why am I not there?
Oh my gosh.
You must mean the hyenas howl. I've been there. They have great content.
They have great love potions.
All right,
Is there
so-
like an underground drug ring of love potions being pumped out in this comedy club? Like, what's
This
going
is
on
what we
here?
have to. This is the new mission we are doing. We're gonna find the makers of these love potions.
You absolutely can
and
if you want.
destroy them. I mean, what?
Over at the Yak Yak barn, I know this bastard who's real hard to the bone. Sorry.
Jeez.
They call him Big Jim over at the Yuck Yuck Corral.
Fucking love this. Thank you.
You're standing with her father. He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Well, let's go get a drink."
Sure, why not? I have a few demons to bottle up, if you know what I mean.
He puts his
Great
hand
style.
on your shoulder. He said, "Well, I didn't pay for therapy." And he taps you twice and he says, "Have a good day." And he kind of walks off. Just so-
All right then.
What the guy?
I'll rain check that drink. Leave.
Oh my god.
So now you're standing in an alley, and as he walks away, the air gets a little colder, and the day has turned to night. It's officially brown and gray outside, and there's some stars poking through.
All right. Yeah,
And the
I'm
group-
going to the half pint, I guess, now that I've ruined that family.
So the group
James-
steps out of the church.
Chains is like,
Um,
I was taken from my family, so I'm going to ruin everyone else's.
I don't want him around when I meet my dad.
No, you want him around to destroy that relationship to the ground. Your dad started
To
it.
the
Chains is going to
ground.
end it.
I'm going to end it.
Sorry.
You guys step out of the church, and it is a straight path where you see Chains. He's approximately like 300 feet from you. He's pretty far.
Okay.
But you kind of see a little speck, and you see them both leaving him, and he continues walking. So as you guys leave the church, you do see Chains at a far distance. But you guys, you walk out to feel that same breeze. It kind of smells like crackling fire in the distance, which is a bit different than usual.
Nice mead right now.
I smell crackling fire.
Mm-hmm.
From which direction?
Roll perception.
Mm-mm.
So we went
Burning
out.
Man's in town.
Yeah.
Good thing my perception. I got an 11.
Okay, so you're not quite sure. You look around and you do see like the street lanterns in every spot, in like every corner. So you're assuming to yourself that it is that, and you may just be having a small PTSD moment with getting panicked by the scent of fire.
Chains! Chains! We are gonna go have a drink. Right, that's what we're
It's
doing.
like 300 yards away from me. isn't he?
No, I'm shouting.
You're really
I'm
okay. So,
It's
Kuros
just
is
yelling.
Kuros
Yeah,
is
it's
screaming
like
at the top
1
of his
a.m. and Kuros
lungs.
is like, Chains!
I would say
Chains!
you
He's
hear-
white girl wasted.
He is.
Oh,
you hear,
Kuros
like,
is
really far in
absolutely
the
acting.
distance.
He
Oh,
has
I know.
not had a single drop since he lay on hands himself to remove
I
poison.
come out.
He's absolutely acting white girl wasted.
I want to be giving Callista a piggyback ride.
Yes. I'm like,
Oh, can Callista also be braiding your hair? Like you have dreads, but she's braiding the dreads.
Yes.
"Well, I'm gonna make it into a mohawk."
That gives me life. Thank you.
I'm absolutely
You
fine.
guys walk out. Kuros begins screaming at Chains at the top of his lungs, and it is quiet in the streets. You do hear at a very far distance, like. Actually, roll perception. Let's see if you hear him.
Put your cat ears here.
12.
Okay, I would say you hear that very small, like, toot in the distance. Do you look back or keep going? Or something else.
I'm gonna say
Calculating.
that he keeps going.
There's a tiny man inside of your.
So you're aware where Norzen's half pint is. You walk up to a building, the same building as earlier, fully made of wood. The sign is lovely, bolted into the wall, nicely etched out half pint, and it's dark inside. Supposed to say all the lights are off. There's no lights. It's dark inside.
Okay,
But you have dark vision, so you do see about half the store. And he does not appear to be there.
is the door unlocked?
The door is locked when you check.
Okay, is there like a front and a back to this building?
So you take a lap around, and back door.
Is the back door unlocked?
You do not see a back door.
Oh, I did not see a back door.
Mm.
Okay. Is there like a basement door or any kind of other entry? He told me to come back.
Roll for investigation.
That's it.
He told me to come back at 9. I'm here at 9. Where?
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay, so you're walking around the building, and on the left side of the building, in between two buildings, in between two businesses, there's a grass patch, and you find a grass patch that is cut into a square,
That's not.
laying over the top of something.
Terrific. I'm going in the secret entrance.
Oh, Chain.
No!
This is how horror movies start, Chain.
Chains, you've the
Do
worst
it. Do it.
Leatherface is
So
gonna
you
like,
roll
walk
up the
slowly and
grass,
smack you with a sledgehammer.
and you see a wooden chamber door with a metal circular handle on it.
Cool. I'm gonna start off stealthy, not as I don't know that I trust this guy considering he sells cat furs.
Okay,
Considering.
so you open it up.
I got what is that, 18? Yeah. 24 for stealth.
Okay, so you open up the door, and the second you hear it begin to creak, you change the way you're opening the door, and it perfectly opens with no sound. You look inside, and it is a dim light. The light seems to be emanating from a place deeper into the cellar, but there are regular steps down that are notched into the wall, as if it's like a doomsday cellar.
No good. He's a doomsday prepper too.
Prepper, you're gonna have the supplies I need. Okay. I'm moving on in.
Okay, so you head down in. Does the
Everybody
rest of
jumps
the
out and
group?
screams, "Happy birthday!"
Does the rest of the group, when they leave the church, do they do anything or say anything, or are we continuing?
I do not.
Do you think he saw us? Should we
we-
go?
It's like offended.
Yeah, I'm with Kuros. Let's go. Because I don't remember if I remember being in the same vicinity when the guy told Chains to come back at 9, but I remember being.
You guys were at the door. Callista was outside pooping, and Chains was inside. Can't forget that detail.
Yeah, let's go check on him.
It's like little memory markers.
You know, we had an interesting incident where I got this really cool bow. But let's go check on him.
Yeah, let's go check on him.
Well, I'm going if you're going. Let's go.
Yeah, let's not
Okay.
split up ever again because that hurts my heart.
So I would say that Chains is going to get approximately halfway through this before you guys show up. So, Chains, you descend down into the cellar.
Cool.
That around you is kind of like a long hallway, but it's made of very nice stone wall. It doesn't appear like dangerous and dark or anything. It just appears like a nicely built basement that's finished. So you walk down, and a hallway approximately 10 feet opens up to a 15-foot by 30-foot room. And there's a table, very circular, with chairs all around it, and it has poker chips on it. You don't see any. You don't see anyone immediately.
Okay. I feel like this is gonna be like a Sir Lancelot like approach. Like, sorry.
He really just wanted to invite you to his poker game. But he didn't know how to ask.
This seemed
All
easier.
right, cool.
This seemed.
So I'm moving in. I'm kind of just looking over everything, seeing if I see anything of interest, looking around, and I guess, are there rooms coming off of this main room?
Yeah, so you walk further into the room, and you're closer to the light that's lit. See everything. There seems to be a hallway directly on the wall in front of you. That's from the hallway on the south side of the room, and there's a door. Oopsies. On the north side of the room, and on the east side of the room, there does appear to be a hallway as well.
Okay.
The hallway on the right side of the room has an immediate door.
Okay. Is there any kind of light coming from underneath the door?
Yes, from the east door.
Okay.
Are you going that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, so as you walk up, roll perception.
19.
Okay, so you hear very clearly something you probably totally did not want to hear. You hear, I think this is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much for hitting it right there. At the top of his lungs, you hear Norzen's voice saying, "Yes!"
Wow.
It's not what you think, I promise. I spoiled it, but I have to. It's live. So, all right.
I just like burst through like.
You burst through the door and you see him with tape measures around his neck, and he's wearing full clothing. He has a lovely painter's hat on, and he's looking at a mannequin that has a cat skin leather suit on it. He has pins all over it, and he's like, "It's beautiful." And he turns to you, and he's I just have this image in my everyone like, he turns to you and says, "The ingredient is here." And as you walk, do you walk into the room?
I literally make this like face at him.
So, you walk into the room, and he comes up to you with tape measures, and he's kind of like measuring your chest, your arms. He like wraps it around your neck, and he's just taking measurements in his head. He goes, okay,
I have like, no time to react. This is all happening faster than I can.
It's just
easy.
And then he puts his tape measures down. He puts his hand on the shoulder of the mannequin, and he looks at you and says, "I'm going to need your tail." And we'll cut to outside. The group has made it to half point. And you see that the building wood, and it has the stapled in nameplate for the store, and it is dark on the inside.
I tried the door anyway.
Want to look around the building.
So Rav tries the door. It kind of jangles, and Norzen does not hear it below. Chains, roll perception.
I'm so stressed for you right now, Chains.
Pretty sure he can handle himself against
I will destroy this
fought
man.
a dragon, a bunch of like kobolds and mephits, and we have not rested. I would like to remind everyone.
Oh, we're fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
This is fine.
I have a brand new bow.
I got an 11 for perception.
Okay, you did not hear Rav shaking the door upstairs. So, Callista, you said you were walking around the building?
Yeah, I just want to walk around, look for other entrances and stuff.
Okay, so roll investigation.
Oh, great.
This man just kills the entire party.
Right? This is where we end. I got a 10.
You got a
Halfling
10,
is actually
so
the BB.
you
10.
did not locate the secret door. So you kind of circle back around to the front, and you find Rav, and you're like, me?
I tried the door again, but with more force.
Stronger? Okay.
Not as strong lady.
Norzen does not hear it. Chains.
Chains doesn't hear it either.
Oh, no. Okay.
We're all rolling so good right now.
Galvin, Kuros, what are you guys doing outside?
I'm going to investigate and try and see where Chains got in, how Chains got in.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Roll
follow.
investigation. Both of you. Yeah, you can add your investigation modifier to Kuros's roll.
Hey, you know what? That's better than
Me later.
Better than a
better
negative
than
one.
the 0 that I'm contributing to this. So that's a grand total of 14.
Okay, you locate the trap door because the rolled up grass was sitting on the side.
I high five Galvin. Watson and Holmes.
And
Yeah.
I just missed that entirely. Like
You
I
did.
probably just like stepped over
we
the
miss
rolled
our
up grass.
high
I was like,
five.
there's nothing here.
She trips over it. Oh, what's going on?
Galvin, do you think that perhaps this trap door might be how Chains got inside the building?
As Koros is saying that, I just want to go down there.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the front. Or you guys are heading to the door to get in and back downstairs. Chains, I am in need of your tail. And he
Oh,
holds up a scimitar.
you about to be a bobcat.
I'm gonna start calling you Cicero.
Oh, I love Cicero with his goofy tail so much.
What do you mean you need my tail?
How do you think the activation works on the armor you are going to purchase?
The act of
On
what?
his voice. He's super flamboyant. Hold on.
Hey, Tim Gunn, channel Tim Gunn.
Calibrating. I just saw Jen.
I said that's not his voice.
Joe Exotic. Channel Joe Exotic.
There we go.
Oh, no,
Oh,
don't.
exotic.
How do you think? That's my Joe Exotic. Anyway,
I almost spit out my water all over my mic.
how do you think the I just said, how do you think the armor is set forth without your power? The balance addition to the armor? He looks at you like you should know this, as if he created it and everyone should already know about it.
I do not understand why my tail should be removed as it already gives me balance. So you're not making sense to me, little man.
I need Chains and Thistle to be best
He
friends.
comes up to like
Yeah.
your belly button or like your ribs, right?
Little man.
He comes
Yeah,
up
I'm
very
like looking down at him.
He's got his hands on his hips. He's like, nah.
Hard
And
pass.
he says, I will gamble you for it.
Oh,
He picks up a couple chips, poker chips.
and what do I get in return for this gamble, huh?
Any armor that you'd like, any pick of the lot. And he kind of, he gestures, and behind him, magically, a curtain kind of opens, and you just see, like, you see, 16 different pieces of armor.
Whoa.
You can have your pick of the lot.
I will take you up on this. This sounds
Let us sit. And he like comes out and he says, "This will be fun." And he kind of sits down at the table, and
I sit down as far as possible from him.
Turn your butt away from him.
Holding your
Right.
tail like this.
So, we're just gonna do. Well, we tried to play poker on stream before. It got a little long-winded, so this time we will do a percent chance winning of a turn.
Oh, good.
So, we're gonna do 10 turns.
Okay.
Your percentile die, boy.
Percentile
it.
die, turn number 1.
Okay.
53.
Ooh, 71.
Okay, and he gets real anxious really quick, and he rolls number 2 really fast. 22.
77.
Sure.
He begins to groan, and his leg begins to tap under the table. 62.
33.
His leg stops tapping. Thank you, Sumner. I need that. And his leg stops tapping, but he still seems kind of angry. He gets an 88.
67.
And he becomes calm again. And
No, you got it.
34.
97.
He gets a little angry. 51.
52.
Oh man!
His leg starts shaking. He breathes out exhaustedly. He's just at a 94.
48.
He rubs his hands together. 81.
68.
Are we even 4-4?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is the last one, right? 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 62.
32.
Oh no.
He pulls out a dagger and puts it on the table.
I thought you said 10.
We got one more.
Oh, okay.
He just grabs a dagger and puts it on the
Like, man,
So
this guy's
shouldn't it
getting
be an
ahead of
odd
himself.
number then? Yeah.
41.
81.
So what happens to the tie?
So we're at a tie. The group,
Half the tail.
you hear them upstairs talking at each other. And as you guys make your last roll, 71.
80.
The group opens the
I was
door.
like,
The group opens the door as he throws the dagger at Chains' face.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
cool. So I get
Christ.
a dex check here?
You get a dex save, yes.
I'm big.
Or just a dex check. Yeah, you can do acrobatics, I guess.
17.
You dodge it, and it goes to the wall behind you, and the group descends to the floor. I'm assuming. What order do you guys go in? What are you doing?
Rav
You
just barreled
explain.
in first.
I'm behind Ray.
yeah, I imagine I like as soon as Rav went, I was like, I'm going. So I'm like right behind Rav.
I got my bow out and I'm ready to use it.
I've been following Rav because so far that hasn't proven me wrong.
And Galvin's like, who is this guy? I don't have context. So, but I like that guy.
You see him, I'm like, it's the human skin guy.
He's a jerk.
Isn't every human a human skin guy, Rav? Please show some respect.
You're a chicken
Chains.
tender.
Hey, we resent that.
Chicky finger, chicky nuggies.
Chicken nugget.
Sorry, Sumner.
Are we
love
entering
you.
combat?
That
Or are
depends.
we-
Chains, do you retaliate? Right when the dagger goes into the wall behind your back, the group, Rav, begins to descend to the floor.
So as soon as I see them walk in, technically, like, I hear them and I know it's them. And so I put up a hand to say, like, stop, it's fine. And then I'm still like looking at this guy like directly in the eyes, like still like in my dodged position.
He sees Rav from where she's standing, but everyone else, I'm assuming, still kind of descending. And he slams his second dagger into the table and says, "Well, what am I supposed to get now?
It appears
Supposed to
nothing
get
is,
now."
I don't have any
Hey,
context of what's going
you
on.
look very much like a sore loser. You throw your knife at me, and all I want is a very nice new set of armor that you have promised. You do not get my tail.
He sees Rav coming around the corner and says,
What about her tail?
checks for a tail. You are a funny man. So let's look at this armor here. He completely changes his tune. He knows he's gonna lose. Like he's gonna pretend that didn't even happen.
Now we can kick you literally out of this city by punting you.
Would love to see that personally.
So in Chains' mind, what is he hoping to find here of reasonable request?
What's he supposed to
possible.
find?
What are you hoping to find within these 16 pieces of armor? I have a list, but I'm wondering if it's on there.
I honestly haven't even like tried looking at armor that I have dreams and aspirations of. So
The stealthiest armor you have.
yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. You go ahead and take that cat skin armor.
Oh god.
Is it displacer beast armor?
There is no displacer beast armor.
Damn.
Um,
I mean, that would. I
me
mean,
go.
he may. I mean, I feel like that would be in his wheelhouse. Or he was
me
like,
follow
"Wow,
my
that's a
lead."
big cat," and he's just he's like,
Very small though.
Too hard to catch.
"Hard to catch." That's right. If Tabaxi give him trouble, Displacer Beast would probably give him a lot of trouble.
so you find an active camo armor, alligator leather, black dragon leather, blue dragon studded leather, cat skin leather.
It's actually
Um,
cats, right? Not tabaxi.
It's just cat skin leather, green dragon leather armor, leather armor of pockets,
Oh, hey, it's got pockets.
I like your armor. Thank you.
and then the last three are just leather, studded leather, and then a leather +1.
Okay.
What is this? Halo?
Well, now he's Master Chef, so.
Master Chef.
Master chains.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this active camo. I would like to try it out.
Well, let me tell you about this, my friend. Looks at Rav with like at utmost nervousness.
Ready? I look at him. I go, I haven't used this yet, and I might. So watch yourself.
Well, let me tell you that it must be fitted to you first, and you have to dip yourself wearing the armor into boiled water. But once you do so, you're going to have that +4 to stealth.
I can make water.
Boiling water, huh?
Yeah, you'll be fine. I put myself in boiling water all the time.
Well, just your upper half. You can do it.
Ouchie.
It's worth it for the +2 when attacking from stealth.
Why? I have so many. You could just dip the armor and then put it on you.
It's gonna
This guy's a lot of
shrink.
flaws.
It's a mold. It's like you attune to it.
Oh, so it's like shrink wrap, but armor.
Shrink wrap.
Do you get to take it off, or are you just stuck in it forever? What's
Chains, you look around and look at your friends' faces. Do any of them have any thoughts?
3. Pick number
Callista's
3,
just
my
like-
lord.
Mr. Tiny Man?
Well, yes.
Hi.
Hi.
You remember me, Blue Lady?
Make it work.
Yes. If he puts on that super stealthy armor in the water and like it shrink wraps to him, is he able to take that off ever again? Or
He can come back to me, of course.
okay, so
Take
you
my
don't
tail.
want that.
I can heal you after, and
No, but he can't get out of it.
yeah, I'm aware.
That will smell awful.
Yeah, you'll get stinky, and we have to room with you sometimes. No,
Would you
offense.
like another rundown?
I'm hesitant to ask, but what's the cat armor get me?
Cat skinner.
To ask.
I thought you would be interested.
Gross is like fun.
Of all
Gross is very
people.
confused. Dylan is like, oh my god, what is happening?
It sounds like you'll have and you'll gain advantage on stealth checks when wearing this armor. You also gain a +2 to your acrobatics check.
I lean into Chase and go, you should probably go with your cousin armor.
But if it gets hit too much, it will break and be destroyed. And that's why I need the tail. You look, and the one that he has does not have a tail, so it's breakable.
Yeah, logically, that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
If an armor has a tail, it's unbreakable. But
It's
without a tail, like it'll
unbreakable.
just shatter after a few hits.
I'm a talking bird, so like
Truth. Yes, logical.
yeah.
And he goes, anything is possible with magic, my friend. Look at you. You have fins for ears.
They do a little twitch when he says that, like.
In fact, I haven't seen you in here before. Look at that yummy tummy. Come on.
my god!
I just look at the shopkeeper and I'm like, I will turn into a bear again. Please stop.
I'll poop right here this time.
I will
Don't even
poop
tempt me.
inside-
I got one in the oven right now.
I'll bury you in it. I'll bury you in
roll
my
for
turd.
Intimidation, Callista.
Oh, why? Great. I got a 10 because I have a -1.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and says, try that in here, honey, and you'll be the one who smells.
Can I stand beside her and cross my arms with
You
my
can
plus-
roll for, or you can add your intimidation to
I
her.
give you a whole +0.
You helped me more than I helped you last time because I gave you a -1. So I feel like this is fair.
I'll also stand behind both of them with like my two swords in just over my shoulder. Very much
But
like
we think it's
that
us.
Heidi drew. And so you can add my +3 intimidation to that.
To my roll of 10, so 13.
We think we did those.
But we think we did
Yeah, it's absolutely like a Callista's like, I'm mad, but I'm actually being cute. And Rav's like, I'm drunk and I'm trying to intimidate you. And then behind him is Kuros, who's just like, I have my sword drawn. Like,
So he sees that and he drops it. He's like, well, I don't want it to smell like poo in here. So what'll it be? Tailless in the future.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I say, it's fine. I will take this the active camo armor. I don't know what he called it, so but I don't know.
He
if
called it the
that.
active camo.
Okay.
ODST armor.
Yes, the ODST. Cool. You should be able to add it to your equipment, but if not, I'll add it later.
Okay.
Looking around this shop, I remember you mentioned it, but I want to see if Galvin sees it. Any Aarakocran armor, like made of Aarakocran skin
Just
slash
roll
feathers.
for perception.
Okay. 16.
Aw, heck.
You see immediately the wonderful peacock feathers of an Aarakocra leather on the wall. And he sees you looking, like he's like, an interest. And he walks over to you like real quick and he says,
How
+1.
focused is he?
Oh, focused on Galvin or not focused on? Or
How
Galvin
focused is he on Galvin? Yes.
What are you trying to do? And I'll roll for it.
Well, I'm gauging. I want to gauge his like amount of focus on Galvin. So I'm
Roll for insight.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you can tell that he's pretty infatuated. He's like, you've picked yours. I don't like you anymore. This guy, new meat. So he walks over to Galvin as you're looking at him. And he says, how does a +1 to your AC sound, Mr. Feathery friend? I almost said furry.
Are you familiar with the Church of Lathander, sir?
Yes, and I see your fear in your eyes. I'll tell you, this was created by... Oh, shit, what's her name? Hold on.
He sings right now. All of that.
Yes.
All of that.
I forgot her name. It's a Phaedra at the Wizards Guild. And so, it is actually a belt. A belt. It's a backpack. And so, he picks up the peacock feathers, and it is actually very short. It's a backpack. And he says, it just crosses over this, and it creates a U shape of white and silver feathers. Peacock feathers sticking out from the back. Feathers can be found decorating the shoulders as well. And on the back is a dense leather pack that's covered in a thick coat of white feathers. And he says, you just unfurl the leather pack and wings appear. It helps people fly. It's not made of Aarakocra. You guys all think I'm insane. And I am. Let me just be honest.
Can I roll insight to see if you're telling the truth? That's not
Yes.
Aarakocran?
Yes.
21.
He's lying to you.
Okay. What is Chains doing? And then I want to speak.
I am pocketing the black dragon armor.
Roll for sleight of hand.
You got it.
You over here not wearing any sort of armor, just like, what do
How do you pocket that?
How do you put that in your pocket?
Like Skyrim style?
Just
Just like
into my pants.
20 cheese wheels?
Did you just gain 10 pounds in 10 seconds? What's going
I
on?
rolled a 12 plus 6, 18.
He rolled a 5 on his perception. He's focused on Calvin. He does not see you, but the rest of the group sees you trying to pick up a second set of armor. You have armor in your hands.
I have a backpack, don't I? I can put it in my backpack.
I slowly turn and like kind of put my back to Chains to kind of like block him.
I want to like, as I see Chains kind of going for this black dragon armor, I want to kind of like nonchalantly go over there and give him a hand.
So as you're
I'm chaotic good. I don't care if we're breaking the law. This guy's not good.
This guy is not okay.
But he already passed, so
Right. I'm like more like
thematic value.
Less mechanically and more like role play and like where's he gonna put this armor? Now there's two of us to hide this armor.
Perfect. So you both kind of pick up this armor, and Calvin.
Yes. So you say you're familiar with the church. Do you recognize these robes, sir? And I make eye contact with him.
Of course I do. I made them.
Well, thank you. So if you're familiar with the church, then you must be familiar with their ideals. No harming others, under no circumstance, and you treat each other's with consideration and equality. Yes?
He looks really nervous. He's like, well, yes. Duh.
Well, you seem to mistake fear in my eyes the same way you mistake me for one who follows those rules. And I slam my staff on the ground and I cast Guiding Bolt at him at point blank.
So roll with disadvantage to hit, because you're like 5 feet from him.
Yeah, nat 20 and and I didn't get 2 nat 20s, that was my first roll. And a 14.
Okay, 14 hits him.
Is Galvin going to commit murder?
Oh my god.
It's going to
Galvin's
be,
a
if I can cast it with non-lethally, I will.
I would
But if
say
I can't,
you
I'm not
going
gonna
to
question.
it at point blank, non-lethally.
I want to shoot this shotgun at this guy's face, point blank, but I don't want to kill him.
I don't want to hurt him
shotgun.
though.
So
I mean,
what's
it's
the damage?
magic. I kind of rolled really well. 16.
Galvin
Damage?
just killed a man.
Yeah, 16 radiant damage.
He flies into his armor wall, but he appears to be still alive.
And I want to walk over to
the
him.
job. He stabs him with his.
Galvin, what the fuck?
When I see that happen, can I just cast Entangle? Just keep him there?
Yes. Is
Keep
that
who?
instantaneous, or do you have to roll for that?
Not you, Galvin. The
Okay.
dude. That guy's a douche.
Yeah, he kind of.
I'm sorry. Entangle it's just instant.
Okay,
And-
so
Leave it square.
Calvin
Like
just
the-
says out
They
loud,
can
like,
succeed on a
wall,
strength
just-
saving throw. They can succeed
he's
on a strength
asleep, so auto pass.
Oh, he's sleeping?
He got knocked the fuck out.
Perfect. I am pocketing so much more armor.
What kind of weapons are here? What kind of weapons are here? Tell me everything, Jen.
Okay.
I'm chaotic neutral. This is benefiting me.
We're about to go
So-
get the queen's pardon anyways.
no, well, there's,
my
well, first
gosh.
off, there is that. And then Galvin says, like, kind of like, sees the team immediately react positively to that happening. And he just says, oh, I needed that. Like, the simple venting.
Jeez.
Slap him.
So you look around, you see a spear which has a triangular, what looks like shark tooth as a spearhead, but it has the peacock feathers hanging off of it. Oops.
I hand that to Kuros.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Kuros, add the Aarakocra spear to your inventory.
Oh, it's Eric. Shark. All right.
You see chainmail on the wall.
Off for me.
Okay.
I need to change the music to something positive. Let's do this. This is a team bonding loot.
And you see an axe on the wall that has blue glowing in and out stripes in it.
I take that. I don't even know what it does, but it matches my skin.
So you can add the axe of toxic frost to your
Fuck yeah.
And as you continue peruse the area, you do see a bundle of 5 arrows.
Take them.
Okay, and you see a shield with just knives sticking out of it.
Nice.
Does anybody want a knife?
Which, like round, like a pot, like a wooden pot lid with just like arm straps, but then daggers just sticking out of it.
No, it's actually like a fairly large. It has a
Kite shield.
Garbage can lid.
Yeah, it's a kite
with
shield.
Knives welded to it.
but it has knives sticking out of it.
I want to go to that shield, take one of the daggers out, toss the dagger up, and to see if the dagger goes back into it.
It does not. It goes onto the floor next to the shield. Unless
Cool. You're welcome. I walk away. My job here is done.
Goodbye.
Alvin, what the fuck?
Now it has less daggers. You're welcome.
I'll
Okay.
stab you with my shield.
so, you walk around. You already have the bone bow. That's gone.
Yes.
You see an umbrella against the wall.
Callista, would you like an umbrella?
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Yes, I do want the umbrella.
I'm just handing things out to people left and
I
right.
don't know what it does, but I want it.
I'm
You pick up
finding
a-
armor that I think would go well with others, and I'm like, you want this?
You pick up a regular umbrella. And you see a box of fireworks.
I absolutely look at Rav.
I look at girls and I'm like, yeah.
Is the box labeled Plan B? Like,
No, it's not labeled anything.
Rav, I believe the term uses yeeting something. Those would be great to yeet, I feel.
Yeah,
like.
I think me and Chains would definitely benefit from yeeting these fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm just picking it up.
Okay, so you pick up 5 fireworks dazzlers for your inventory.
Dazzlers. You're gonna get dazzled.
Oh, they gonna get dazzled.
Gonna get dazzled in a dragon's eye.
And then that is it. You see you picked up the what did you pick up? Black dragon leather?
That's what I picked
You
up so far.
pocketed that one? Okay. So there's also the blue dragon studded leather.
I kind of like am calling all of these out. Does anybody want these? So like
Blue dragon
she says
studded.
something and you want it.
Blue dragon studded leather armor.
Yeah, is that just studded leather armor?
Nope, blue dragon studded leather armor.
So it does
These
it
are
has
all
special
my
effects, but yes,
items. You can
it's
add them.
studded leather.
Oh, okay.
It's studded leather.
Blue goes with my aesthetic, so I'll go with the blue leather. If no one else will take
Great.
it.
I toss it to you.
Just
Yeah.
And then there was the green dragon leather armor. And then the leather armor of pockets.
I want
What's
some
the
pockets.
AC for the pockets?
Does Calista, do you wear leather?
I can wear leather. So far, the leather.
You wouldn't know what it does, so I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
But use a leather armor of pockets.
Go ahead.
I won't fight anybody for it.
That's everything.
But if no one else wants it, I'll take it. If not, I'll take the green armor because it's green.
Yeah, I was about to say the green armor is something that would, I feel, benefit me.
Okay, great.
Great.
I don't
Everybody
wear
gets
armor.
armor.
So
I got pockets, y'all.
Does my green armor look like scales instead of just leather because it's dragon?
It's scaly. Yeah, all
Okay,
the
good.
dragon
Cool.
leather
Keep
is
my
scaled.
scale aesthetic.
That'll be cool to get redraws eventually.
Ooh.
I got an axe and I got a bow, and where are my bone teeth?
Yeah, you want that?
You
teeth?
literally
Those teeth?
you walk back up the ladder and you immediately go to the table where you put your gold and your teeth. Your teeth are still there. The money is not.
I don't care about the gold. I take my teeth.
Take your you take your teeth back.
Yay! She has the
Great.
teeth back.
Calvin
So,
says-
just for
How knocked out is this guy?
he's passed out. Like
Great. I'm gonna shave half his mustache and one of his eyebrows.
Nice.
perfect. Let's do a percent chance of cutting him.
Cool. Let me see. Hang on. Let me make sure I don't get like
It's like
advantage on
opposite
this.
eyebrows, like so it's like this, like left eyebrow, kind of like his eyebrow just migrated down to his lip. Just-
Dylan, your face.
Dylan doesn't like this, but Kuros is like, whatever, this guy's an asshole, so
Exactly.
Yup.
Been killing all these people. They're people, obviously. That's a dragonborn you're wearing, I assume.
94.
You absolutely cut the shit out of him while you're doing that.
Was it like a
Nice.
percent chance to cut him? Like,
Yes.
he's just missing his skin, like you just ripped
Like
it
yeah,
off.
it's just like the eyebrow itself is just like it's just like you get the like a bunch of little dots of blood because I just cut way too close.
Should we turn him into
exactly.
the authorities now?
Well, that's the question. What's your guys' next move before
Yeah,
we
what do
end
we-
the night?
Do we want to turn him into authorities? I mean, obviously not talking about the things we took from his shop because he's a dick.
No, we just found it here like this.
Yeah, it was totally ransacked and he was unconscious and apparently had been killing animals and people.
no, we purchased from him and then thought something was shady. He attacked us.
Okay.
This is Dylan, not Kuro. Kuro.
Say it in
So no,
character.
we bought all these things. We spent a lot of money here, and as we looked at it, we were like, this is from our. We thought something was a little fishy, and when we questioned about it, when he attacked us, and we just defended ourselves.
This is true. He did throw a dagger at me.
Yeah. And
He
you
tried
wanted
to
your
take
tail.
our friend's tail.
He also wanted to take my tail.
He wanted
And
to
I'm
take your
pretty sure
tail.
those don't grow back. Oh, sorry, I don't know that. Just kidding. I don't know that happened.
I want to crouch down to him and kind of wake him up, like, hey, wake up.
Calvin, don't wake him up. We're about to go get the police.
No, we're gonna get him. No.
So as Galvin shakes him, you hear, "Mommy," like he's just
Does he
not.
stick his thumb in his mouth and start sucking
It
it?
just gets
Might as well.
weirder. I love it.
He's an interesting guy. I love him.
I know we're like coming up with an alibi and shit, but I'm gonna ruin it by doing this. I want to crouch down to him. Remember this face.
His eyes are closed.
He's like,
I remember the shadow of this beak. I know it's specific. I open his eyes. I thought he was awake. I just open his fucking
Mommy.
eyes.
And looks up and says,
Remember this face. Sir, I am talking to you.
Slaps the hell out of him.
Oh my god.
After you slap him, he takes 1 damage.
And
you see
dies.
that- Thank God, no. He opens his eyes though, and you do see that blood begins to run down his nose.
Calvin, why did you hit him so hard?
I'm trying to do a thing. And
Not going well.
remember this face, for it will be the face you shall wish you've never seen or ever see again.
He goes, "Ooh."
And I bonk him on the head again with my staff. Lethally.
Lethally
No,
roll
get
for
him.
damage. You said it.
Are you working some things out?
No,
Are you good, buddy?
I did
Yeah, he's in his
5.
rebellious phase. He was denied his seat on the council and rank of master. Now he's murdering younglings.
Oh man,
half
it always
pints.
happens that way.
No,
so you bonk
non-lethal.
him
I'm
on the head
joking.
with your
Yeah.
staff. Yeah, you
5
knock
damage.
him on the head with your staff. 5 damage. You see more blood spurt out of his nose, but he falls back to sleep.
He opens his eyes and says, Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? And you smack him with your staff.
You're getting back at me for when I lobbed that at you last time you were like
wanna look at
murdering
Galvin.
kobolds.
And I'm like, Galvin, we're all going through some shit, but are you okay? Like,
I show
are
you
okay?
I show you the belt made of Eric Cochran feather, and I actually give it to you. I say, take this, for it is made of my kin.
I don't want your bird people belt, but I take it.
But I take it.
Are we gonna give this a funeral?
You're putting it on. I don't want to wear this, Galvin.
But it gives you feathers and it's cool. You
Wow,
can fly.
it's beautiful.
Please.
Oh, I can
Imagine
fly with this?
flying
That's
them,
really
though.
neat. I mean, Galvin, I would never.
Galvin, this is
I would never use this.
Galvin says it was stolen from him or her, and now it has been stolen back. The least we
kind of
could do
like-
is use it.
I put it on and I kind of like shake my tail feathers and I go, this was a male peacock, not a female. Anyway,
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Good call.
sorry. Yeah.
Just mentioned, only the males have these big, pretty, like, butt feathers.
Yeah.
Girls don't have this.
Yeah.
So,
Only the male ones have the pretty butt feathers.
Yeah,
That's our
it's
raid
nice.
phrase, which will bring us into.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and end it here for tonight. The group is kind of taking their leave out of Half Pint. Were you taking him to the police or were you not?
Yes.
Rev was.
I want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a
Let's
bad
do
guy.
Let's put
Yeah,
him in jail.
You can't let him hurt anybody else for sure.
We're not
for
the
sure.
bad guys.
he's
All
gonna
right.
be the
Totally took
jailer.
his kill, but like,
So we'll open with that next game. And let's go to that. Do we have any art today? Or what are we doing? We're just doing
Campfire.
a chat.
Yep.
Campfire chat.
all right.
Do we have dice to give away or what?
Wow, we do have some dice to give away today.
oh shit.
Zach, have you seen one of our shows? We
Exclamation
always have dice to
point.
give away.
Let's do some exclamation point giveaway in the chat while you guys discuss your favorite part of the game today.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, there were so many good parts.
There were so many good parts. I think my favorite was Galvin losing his shit on that dude. That just felt good to watch and be part of. And I was like, yes, hack him up.
I want to say I deeply appreciate just for this one stream of kind of segueing from someone being dead to this because that's kind of what I needed right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
definitely.
you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Darren Spider, for the bits also.
Yeah, thank you so
Oh my
much.
goodness.
Joe.
We've got 1,000 bits from Darian Spider. We got a new follower, Shoot the Deuce. Well, hello and welcome.
That's a great
Your
name.
last
Here for the
stream.
last session when Mika took a deuce outside of a shop
It's
and
true.
declared, I'm a big girl.
Big girl.
And we got Buried in Chains. You got a healing potion. I don't know if you caught that in chat.
Yeah, that was what he was trying to ask me for my tail. I was like, well, we got that at least.
Yeah, I was like, if he takes damage, I'm going to be like, you did get a healing potion. I didn't want to interrupt the events, though.
Just found this channel. Sad it's ending, but excited to come back. Well, we're
Aw,
excited
thanks.
back, my boy. So
We'll
nice.
be back Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
When do we stream, guys?
Well, we stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Mondays, we're here, which is today. We're playing Oblivion Isles, our homebrew campaign run by Jen, which you just watched. On Wednesdays is our published campaign day. Right now, we're running Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where I am the DM, and I have these 5 lovely people, whichever way they are, on the stream. And they are the players, and we met some pigs last time and fought some scarecrows, and it was Team Girl Squad.
We were
On
great.
Saturdays, we usually do game nights where we just play whatever dang old video game we please.
Yeah.
But
You
once a
know, like
month, we
people
do-
on Twitch do.
Well, you know how to, you know how Twitch do.
Oh my.
But once a
Not
month,
ready
the
for
first Saturday of the month, usually we do what we call Quick Quest, where it's just a one shot where all of us have DMing experience and we run a campaign with a one shot with a guest with new characters usually.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
And
If you like D&D, you're in the right place.
Our next one shot is actually going to be the Honey Heist, right? Run by
Yeah. My first time ever DMing anything
It's gonna
ever.
be so fun, and we're gonna have a really cool
You're gonna
guest.
do great.
His name's Sebastian, and he is the, I guess, the cartoon artist / DM of High Adventure Cast, the
I'm really
podcast
excited.
and the comic. He's super cool. I've been
Yeah,
talking
we're
to him
super
since we
excited.
started. We're excited to have him on. He's a good buddy of ours, and if he's here, hello. We're
Hello.
excited to have you. And we also got
Yes.
Tommy Numner with the community gift sub. Rachy Pie with the community gift sub. Rachy Pie with the resub. Welcome back. And oh my gosh, Jen is online with the gift sub.
She's a real
Who is
rock
that?
star, yo.
Who's that?
She's dumb.
And then we got beer from, oh my gosh, we had so many beers. I'm assuming that's when we were finding the
Yes.
beer.
Yes.
1,000 more bits from Darian Spider. You
Oh my
guys are
gosh.
awesome.
No kidding.
best.
Welcome to the fan squad. Nat 30s, love that. And the Captain Slaymore and Session Zero clothing. Oh my god.
So I want to say
my
my
gosh,
favorite
Chris.
part of this session tonight wasn't any one particular part, but I'm loving that there's kind of this who knows, like it's kind of unclear who knows what, but there's kind of a faction split amongst our party, and now it's like a who knows who's
knows
in
what.
the know, and I like that. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I do too.
My favorite part today was the owl. Just because I was able to throw out some puns. And as you guys know by the names of my stores, I do enjoy the puns.
I like the moment where you, like, between talking for the owl, had to, like, stop and giggle for a second because you were losing it at your own puns. Like, that was
Yeah.
adorable. And I died laughing.
Have you ever seen the Family Guy thing where it's like, I laugh at myself or something like that? It's me.
I love you for that. It's so cute.
I loved the gambling point, and also the weird story between Askell and the other person.
So I obviously made the chat super with that, and I explained it during our break, but I wanted to see if anyone understood that. Like, he denied the quest, so therefore you guys are left with this really weird story. But the story was really simple. He was gonna learn eventually that she had an arranged marriage from her father, and she wanted to be a good wife and love her husband, so she took the love potion medication. She took the love potion, and then she was too much for him, so he took the love potion, and now they're obsessed with each other. So it was a story, okay? It wasn't this creepy underground story, my gosh.
It was sweet, and I ruined it. Yay!
I
D&D in
ruined
a
it.
nutshell.
I think it was me.
God damn.
All right. Do we have exclamation point giveaways in the chat? I don't
Yes,
even know.
we've had a lot of them. I've been noticing everybody doing it.
Yeah, same.
Everybody.
All right. Okay. Well, let's
Right,
go
all
ahead
right,
and
right.
pull. I'm going to close the giveaway here. And drum roll, please. Zello, the monk.
Go the monk.
Hello.
That's my
Jesse,
class.
Here, my dude.
Type exclamation point win to get those instructions. Zello.
Oh, we have a like
We got a
command.
command now because I can never say it
Man
right.
for it. Exclamation point
Yeah.
win. There you
Exclamation point
go.
win.
Oh, you got
You there?
up. There he is. Yeah, my dude.
That's
All
so
right.
cool.
We are going to be rating Loaded Dice Adventures today. Do we have
Heck
anything
yeah.
else to talk about?
What are we saying?
I thought we were doing the butt feathers thing.
The butt feathers.
We can just say butt feathers. I
Only
like
the
that.
men
He's
have
on
butt
par with
feathers.
us. Only the men have butt feathers.
Is that what we're saying?
Um,
I don't think so.
Just
Maybe.
Beautiful
butt
butt feathers?
Beautiful butt feathers.
Beautiful butt feathers.
All right. Beautiful butt feathers in chat. I put feeders instead of feathers.
Beautiful, Bub.
Hey guys, I'm gonna start this raid, and we're gonna get that countdown. And we appreciate you guys. You're wonderful.
Oh yeah, you're the best. We love having you
Love
guys
you so
around.
much.
And we'll see
Gave
you
me
in
the idea to
Discord.
shave off half that guy's face.
Yay!
And we'll see you in Discord. You guys are wonderful.
Bye
We'll see you
bye.
Wednesday, please.
Bye bye. See you
Bye
Wednesday.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.